it. I always say, you can never be ready. You can only be willing. And it's one of my favorite things to say. You can never be ready. You can only be willing. You can't be ready for a future that hasn't yet happened, right? Because that's like preparing for something that you don't know, but you can be willing, right? You can do all the Lamaze classes in the world to get you prepared for giving birth. But once that baby starts coming out, all rules, all Lamaze, all breathing. You can only be willing to go through it. So welcome, my friends, to this live installment. I'm super fired up to be here. And, any of you have been following my healing journey. I broke my right wrist Sunday. It'll be 4 weeks. So a whole month, 4 weeks ago. I'm finally back in the spa, working hands-on, working on bodies. I've been able to run bars. I've been able to receive. I've had some amazing friends come to my house and contribute to me, which I so desperately needed. And today I wanted to talk about trusting you. So as you guys know, I broke my wrist, going on 4 weeks ago, and the advice was, don't do anything. The advice was, let it heal. And yes, I did do that. And I live in Aspen, Colorado. I am a ski junkie. I love snow. I love being on the mountain. And so last week I was like, you know what? I'm going to do what I can. If I can't do it the way I'm used to doing it, what can I do? So I started by hiking, and I would hike up one of the local mountains where people ski down, but you can also hike up or skin up in skis, which is what I was doing before I broke my wrist. And I was like, I can hike with little track shoes, thingies that like traction the snow, and a pole. So I was on live with a pole, hiking up the mountain and then running down. And I was cautious and careful, and I kept my arm up, and I found a big glove that fits over my little cast that I wear when I'm outside, right? And a lot of people said, Katherine, you really shouldn't risk skiing. You really shouldn't do it. And I was like, you don't understand. Like, I started skiing when I was 3. Like, I live on the mountain, and it's one of my favorite things to do. So I took people's advice, and, I hiked up, and I was like, I'm feeling comfortable. What would it be like if I skinned up? So I skinned up one day, and then I skied down, and skiing down, I was like, oh my God. It was like being like a little kid that like just had their dreams come true. And what I realized is that the energy of skiing is really healing to my body. The energy of being on the mountain is really healing. And I think I basically said to myself, as long as I'm not putting myself in danger and at risk of hurting my arm, I'll just be really aware. And so fast forward to a couple days, we got, I think, 14 inches of new snow overnight, which is a good amount of snow. And I was like, I gotta go. I gotta go. So I did. And that was yesterday. And I finally, in a long time, gave myself permission to have a play date. And I went and played, and I played on the mountain, and it was so healing and so nourishing and so nurturing that I'm like a little kid again. And I did it again today. I hiked up one of the hardest bowls in Aspen. It took me a while. It was a little scary because there's like sections of the trail that is like it fits your boot, and then there's a drop off and a cliff, and it's a little like, okay, I'm going to breathe, and I'm going to just look down and concentrate on my steps. And I ended up skiing down and had probably one of the best days on skis I've had in a really long time. And I did it all with just one pole. So I don't want to risk having a pole in this hand. I don't want to jar the bone. So I just like kind of hold, and sometimes I hold it here as if I was holding a pole, and I allow myself to play. And so I wanted to get on here and just talk to you a little bit about, what do you do when you start trusting you? What do you do, right? Nobody and I say this a lot, and I get really fired up, as you guys can tell. Nobody, I'm telling you, nobody in the world can tell you what to do. People can give you advice, they can tell you their own personal stories, but nobody lives in your body with your knowing, with your balance, with your coordination, with your awareness about money, with your awareness about business. Like, nobody can tell you what to do. So I think you guys are on, and sometimes I don't get to see your amazing comments because that's just Facebook. Facebook just changes the game sometimes, but it looks like nobody's commented. Okay, as long as I'm not missing your comments. So we did a new thing, and I'm not going to do it today, but I'm probably going to do it tomorrow or Sunday. So look out for another live for me. We sent an email out to our list. So if you're on our list, congratulations. If you'd like to be on our list, just go to katherinemcintosh.com. Yay! Hi, Marcia. Thank you. Zuccarelli. I am feeling awesome today. It's nice to feel back, so to speak, or forward, or to feel like the energy of play is alive in me. And oh, you guys are amazing. So good morning, Chantal. Miss you. So look for it. So we sent an email out to the list, and we said to them, ask me anything. If you could ask me one question, it'll be answered anonymously. Nobody knows who's asking the question, but you're going to ask the question, and then I'm going to answer the question. And I'm either going to answer it on Instagram, I'm either going to answer it on Facebook, I'm either going to answer it on YouTube, maybe all of the above, but I'm going to take questions. And we've had, I think, over 20 questions this morning already. I haven't looked at my email for about 4 or 5 hours, but I was so just like, oh my God, yes, people want their questions answered. So we're doing this new thing. We're going to answer your questions, and I'm going to answer them live. Miss you too. I know. It's so crazy that we haven't been able to see each other in the flesh, but next weekend I am facilitating my first live class since COVID, and I'm going to do it's called a deep dive. So it's all about energy work and really like honing in your intuition and working with the energy of a body, but also working with the energy of you when you're with somebody else. And so I'm really excited because this is probably one of my favorite classes to facilitate. It's, sort of going to be the foundation of some stuff that I have in the works that is really exciting. So if you live in the Denver area, if you know anyone who wants to come to the Denver area or who does live in the Denver area and they're interested in a day-long deep dive on trusting your intuition, trusting and getting used to energy and how you perceive energy and how you can work with energy to change anything in your life, it's kind of an amazing class. And that will be next weekend in Denver. But be on the lookout over the next few days. And I'm going to start doing it very soon, is getting on live and answering some of the really cool questions that have come in. And if you're like, I want a question answered, you can sign up for a newsletter if you'd like. And you can also come on and send us an email to Dazzle at KatherineMcIntosh.com. So DAZZLE at KatherineMcIntosh.com. Starting on Monday, we have 2 amazing classes. So the first class we're doing is an energy pull series, and it's the whole, I think we're doing 4 weeks of energy pulls, and we're going to focus on the energy of your dreams, being an allowance of your magic, being an allowance of your dreams, being an allowance of possibilities, being an allowance of trusting you. And so I knew that when everyone's like, Katherine, you can't ski. And I was like, you don't understand. I feel so comfortable on skis. I actually have to be on the mountain because it's healing. It's healing my spirit. It's healing my body. It's healing my energy. And it's like, nobody can tell you what to do. You have to trust you. So starting on Monday, we dive into a 4-week series on energy pulls to activate your dreams. And these are going to be no ordinary energy pulls, because we're going to be holding the energy in our bodies for at least 68 seconds. We're going to be really activating and sort of like energizing what it is you'd like to create. Because what I know is when we come together as a group of people and we activate and support our dreams rather than go, oh my God, COVID, oh my God, this is happening. Like, and we actually activate the negativity, it just creates more angst. So we're going to do something totally different. So if you're in a place where you're like, I want to create my life, I want to bring my gifts back, I want to wake up happy, I want to be awesome, you're invited to join us for a month-long energy pull series, all on allowance. And one of the cool things, so that starts Monday. And the other class that we're doing is called Don't Diet to Be Happy. Now, most people are like, but I don't want to diet. I'm like, yeah, exactly. But how much have you been judging your body or thinking you need to change it or talking for 20 years that you need to lose 5 pounds? We are going to do something really different. And it's about really energizing what you know. So not just so you can change your body, but actually so you can live your life. So we're doing this 6-week series. The allowance energy pull class is included as a bonus gift if you choose Don't Diet, Be Happy. And the greatest thing is we also added a 6-pay payment plan. So we just had a bunch of people sign up today. We start on Monday. You guys are all invited if you would like more tools to really not just talk about what you'd like to choose or change in your life, but actually have the tools to know that you're empowered to make the changes yourself. Nobody knows more about you than you. Nobody knows more about your body than you. So stop giving over, trusting other people, and start really being curious about what it would be like. You guys are amazing. What it would be like to trust you, to energize what you know. And, if I would have listened to everyone who said, Katherine, don't go ski because you have a broken wrist and you really shouldn't go, I'd be more depressed and it would take my body longer to heal. Happiness heals, laughter heals, joy heals, creativity heals. So, my friends, wherever you are in your life today, find the things and choose the things that help you create, that make you thrive, that give you the energy of possibility, because nobody can tell you what to do, but start trusting you. Chantal says, love it. So, as I said, if you guys would like your questions answered anonymously, I'm going to start answering the questions that were sent in to email at dazzle at katherinemcintosh.com, and say, question for Katherine. And I don't know when I'll go live. I don't know when I'll answer your question, but I will answer your question. And you get to ask it anonymously, so nobody has to know who you are. My friends, you're such a gift. Thank you for being here. From my humble, tiny little 750 square foot home in Aspen that costs $1 million to your home, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for being here. I adore you so much. And I look forward to seeing you sometime, somewhere in the world. And so if you're in Denver, check us out. So you can check everything out that I'm talking about. I'll put it in the comments at www.katherinemcintosh.com. And if you go to /live, you can see, hopefully, yep, /live. You can check out all the live classes coming up. Monday's going to be a big day. So if you're ready to stop using your body as the excuse to not choose your life, I highly recommend you check out the 6-week course. Don't Diet, Be Happy, my friends. And wherever you are in the world, go out and trust you, because nobody knows better about you and your future and your choices than you do. So I adore you. We'll see you soon, and bye for now. Bye, everybody.